Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to talk about the new diet that I'm on, and we're going to be discussing how it is working out. A number of days ago, I started talking about the pumpkin seed challenge and what the pumpkin seeds were supposed to do for your system. Well, along with the pumpkin seeds, you're supposed to increase the use of avocado, and you're also supposed to increase the use of sweet potatoes. Now, also, a couple of things that I'm doing. 2 years ago, I went ahead and discontinued any and all use of sugar. Now, the sugar that I discontinued was the cane sugar and the beet sugar. I'm no longer using anything like that. Now, coconut sugar is okay, honey is okay, because of the fact that they do not cause cravings, but also because of the fact that they react to the body a lot differently. And so in the long run, they are a lot of help to your system. Another thing that I wanted to get away from was wheat flour. Anything that had to do with the white flour. Now, there is such a thing as unbleached and unbromated flour. However, what I decided to do is what is called intermittent fasting. And I want to talk a little bit today about why I'm doing the intermittent fasting. And then I want to talk about some of the parts of the body that it helps to affect. First of all, I decided that my open window for food would be from noon until 6 p.m. Now, a lot of times it's a little afternoon. Sometimes it ends 5:35 or 5:45. Sometimes it starts a few minutes before noon because breakfast is ready. And so then it goes from that point in time until 5:30 or whatever. And so I don't always get a full 6 hours in. But what I'm finding is that without the sugar in my system, and also without the flour in my system, that would be things such as processed cereals like cornflakes and that kind of thing. That would be pastas. That would be bread, biscuits, and things of that nature. By limiting the amount of that stuff, I'm finding that over the first couple of weeks, I'm not having any problems with hunger. And so staying on this program is working very good for me. I'm able to have the 6 hour window and then the 18-hour window of fasting called intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting helps to repair the cells of your body. It also helps to control the ability or the unfortunateness of the body becoming cancerous. It also helps with the heart. It helps with the lungs. It also gives you an opportunity to keep from retaining fluids, and those are all very important things. So I started by incorporating the the seeds that we talked about, the pumpkin seeds, the sweet potatoes instead of the regular potatoes, and also the avocado. Now the avocado, what I'm doing is I'm cutting it in half, and inside of the little beveled area where the seed is gone, I put olive oil in there and a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of pepper. That would be your black pepper. And what that is doing is it is helping with my joints and so on. I'm finding that I can stand up longer, I can walk further just in the first couple of weeks. Now, it's not a great situation yet, and it's definitely not where I want to wind up, but it is helping. Now, another thing that we really need to do is to control something called corn syrup. What corn syrup does is it damages the mitochondria in the cells. The mitochondria is what they call the powerhouse of the cells. Now, if you have cells in the muscles and in the nerves, there's a lot more mitochondria per cell than there are in some of the other cells. But what happens is that the cells in the mitochondria become damaged, and then the cell will die. Now, a damaged cell then is a situation that can cause cancer, and there's different ways in which it can cause cancer, and we'll get more into this as we go. In fact, I think I'll do another video that has to do specifically with mitochondria. But damaged cells are the ones that become cancerous. Well, when a mitochondria inside of your cell dies, then that cell is unable to get rid of the cells that are going to cause cancer in your system. And so those damaged cells then are going to come together, and as they begin to form, they will form some kind of maybe a tumor or whatever, and you'll suddenly have a problem of that nature. But keeping away from the corn syrup, along with the two sugars that I mentioned, the beet sugar and the cane sugar, and staying away from the flour, seem to be ways in which you are able to control the damage to your cells. A couple of things that you have going against you, and I certainly have it going against me, is my age. The older you get, the easier it is to damage mitochondria. And also the fact that I am a heavy-set person. That's another thing that can damage the mitochondria. And so you've got two things going against you. Then you add to it the corn syrup. When a lot of cells die, of course, the body dies, and that's a bad situation. Eating the corn syrup seems to be a situation whereby a lot of things will happen in the body. Some of those things that will happen is muscle spasms. Another thing that will happen is the nervous system in your body. You'll have neurological problems and issues. Your heart can have major issues, including palpitations and things of that nature, even up to and including heart attack. But also, it can cause cancer. One of the big ways is that those cells are not able to get rid of the damaged cells, and then unfortunately they become damaged themselves, which adds to the problem. Now, if you're lucky, a lot of times those cells that have the problematic mitochondria will wind up dying, and then they'll be eliminated from the body. But if you have too many cells with mitochondria damage, it gets to the point where you can't get rid of those cells, and then it can begin to become the end for you. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. Please remember to give us a thumbs up. We need all of those that we can get, both on Good Day, Good Prayers as well as on DSR Chats. We also need subscribers, and if you can take a moment to find where it says subscribe and touch that, it'll say subscribed. That will help us out a lot. But most importantly, you have a good day. Good day.